Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to George C. Zulius Field as we prepare for today's matchup between the Kingswood Knights and your Plymouth Bobcats. My name is Zach Cattell, and alongside me today is Elliot Miller. Elliot, glad to have you today, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. Glad to be here. It should be an exciting game. Plymouth playing really well, and they'll, really bring a good game to their home field today.
Most certainly, and as of last game, the Bobcats came off a great win last Saturday against St. Thomas, 20-9. Both those teams were undefeated previously, so Plymouth prevails and remains undefeated alongside Hanover in their division. Although both have not lost a game, the Bobcats are up 4.4 points in the team ratings. That's great. I see we are up 16.8, and that is the highest among any team in both divisions.
Yeah, and that's huge for Plymouth Bobcats team, and really big, especially the sophomore quarterback like Cody Bannon, who's been playing as great as he has. And you got a couple of youngsters on defense, and Ian Schreider and Joe D'Ambruso, who are really performing well, and that just shows you that this program has a great future ahead of them.
On both sides of the ball, I agree. D'Ambruso, he's had some great games on defense so far. We've seen Velez with, I think, 3 interceptions so far this season. He's been doing work as a corner. And as of the other team, the Kingswood Knights, the Knights come from their closest game of the season, their last game against Guilford Belmont. They lost 22-27. Their season's gotten off to kind of a rough start, but coming into this game, 0-5. The Knights have only scored 35 points in 5 games compared to the Bobcats' 148, but it's the defense of the Bobcats that's really strongly pushed my prediction in favor of them today. And I have to say my prediction for this game is going to be whopping 35-7. It's going to be Plymouth all day, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. My score prediction will be a little different. I think Plymouth put 45. And I'll give the Knights, 10 points.
Okay.
I think they'll squeak a couple in, and hopefully it's an exciting matchup.
I can't wait for this one. As we noticed, too, the Knights have allowed a bunch of points, really. They've allowed 170 in the past 5 games. So, honestly, I could see your 45 points. I could see the Bobcats reaching that today.
Yeah, I'd be excited to see Cody Bannon go off and really get his feet under him and really get that varsity starting quarterback role and comfortable so that he can really have a great junior and senior year and maybe even continue to play at the collegiate level.
That's what we like to see, some alumni out there at the collegiate level.
Yeah, exactly. I just saw Colby Moore walk by.
Yep.
Maybe Jake Lamb's here, not sure, but yeah.
There's
great.
always some people lurking around.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's always Plymouth football. There's always someone here.
Looking at the defense, though, for the Plymouth Bobcats, as I said earlier, Velez with 3 interceptions, Brickley with 1. We have Nick Whaley with an interception as well, Cleary. His defensive squad, they've done work. And it's all really thanks to, I'd say, the offense, too. They do a great job getting the ball up the field and scoring points on that end when the defense is able to get the ball back in their hands. And that's been crucial for them this season. I think in the past 2 games they've had 2 or 3 interceptions. At this time, though, we're going to be heading over to the Division II football scoreboard. See, in the North Conference, Merrimack Valley plays Bow at 2 o'clock p.m. Kingswood against Plymouth, you're about to see. 2 o'clock p.m. John Stark versus Pembroke. Again, 2 o'clock. Hanover, Guilford, Belmont. 2 o'clock as well. Over in the South Conference, we've had a couple of games already played now. Manchester West against Alverne. Manchester West gets toppled 27-55. St. Thomas Aquinas plays Conval. St. Thomas takes down Conval 41-13. And as we see, Sanborn taking on Hollis Brookline. Sanborn defeated 21-41. A game still yet to be played today at 5 o'clock p.m. The Souhegan Sabres against Pelham. And our cross-conference matchup, we see Kennett played Milford. Milford out topping Kennett 34-6.
Yeah, and for St. Thomas to come back and win 41-13 after losing to Plymouth, that's huge for them. Get back in the winning column, and just that's huge for them, and that's something the Bobcats should look out for in the playoffs.
Of course, and we were there for that one. St. Thomas, I'd say the Bobcats just played a really great defensive game against them. They really shut them down, them and their quarterback, Sean DeCorn. He had a really good touchdown throw that we got to witness. But other than that, we're going to be heading over to the North Conference standings now. As we notice, Plymouth, your Bobcats, 5-0 with 84 points and a 16.8 rating. Hanover at 5-0. You see Bow down below them, 4-1. John Stark, 3-2. Guilford Belmont, 3-2. Kennett, 2-4. And then at the very bottom, we have Kingswood, Merrimack Valley, and Pembroke, all 0-5. And as at the moment, we notice captains on the field shaking hands. We're going to be sending it down to them, to the PA announcers. We're about to get this one underway. Fortunately, we were busy talking at the moment. Didn't get to see who got the ball first. Coin toss. We're going to be seeing who sets up to kick. We'll find out then. Sorry, folks. But Elliot, this is going to be a high-scoring one, I feel, for the Bobcats. Can't wait to get out here and see what they get to do on offense.
Yeah, and it'll be important for them to get on the board quick and maybe put a little pressure on Kingswood so they don't fall behind. Because, you know, pressure is important in not only football but all sports, and you want to really make the other team feel it.
Most certainly, yeah. And, you know, any game can really start off in any way. So hopefully the Bobcats start off strong here. Really no defensive errors, no offensive errors, and keep a clean game, no fouls, no flags.
It looks like they will be receiving the kick here. Pete Wingstead, their kicker, is on the sideline, and you see Patrick Mellon, Tony Velez, and Owen Brickley back to return it. Owen, really a special returner, and Tony as well is magnificent back there. And Patrick Mellon, a little bit more of a bruising type of player, but he can do some damage as well.
Here we are. Kingswood Knights set to kick off. You're right, though. Brickley and Velez, they've had some really good returns this season so far.
Yeah, that's a great tandem back there.
Kick straight up the middle. Looks like it's going to be Velez running it up the right side. He finds a hole. He's up around the 50. Gets pushed out or tackled down, I believe.
That's a great start for the Bobcats, and that's something they've done all year, is just they've had great starting field position, and that can really, really be the key to winning and just putting points on the board. And, I mean, right now you see they're starting right around the 50-yard line, and that's a great spot for Cody Bannon to start. Most
certainly. Cody Bannon is having a heck of a season himself. He'll be starting this one for the Bobcats.
See Tony going out wide. He can do some damage out there with his speed and hands.
The snap. It's a handoff. Right up the middle to Brickley.
As usual, we'll see a lot of Owen Brickley today. He's quite the kid. He's great football player and three-sport athlete. I mean,
we mentioned that earlier a couple of games ago. He's a tremendous athlete. You're right.
Yeah, tremendous basketball player. Made varsity as a freshman. And for baseball as well. I mean, I know I've been on the baseball field with him, and he's a true leader out there, and it's pretty amazing. I have a couple classes with him, and he is he's a great kid.
So we like to hear.
Yeah.
Bobcats already, though, working their way up about halfway to the first down. So we notice there's 5 to go. The ball's on the 43. It'll be second down here. We notice, though, Elliot, the Bobcats tend to stick to a running game specifically, but we do notice in the past games, especially at St. Thomas, if you were watching, folks, they did a great job throwing the ball in certain moments, especially on some fourth down. They had some really good fourth down conversions.
Yeah, and Plymouth traditionally has been more of a running team. I think that comes from Lenahan, but Cody can certainly throw the ball very well.
There it is, a snap. Looks like it's handed up the middle. Can't see who has it at the moment. It's kind of stuffed at the line.
Looks like that was Patrick Malm.
Malm with the carry, yes.
So far, Kingswood defensive line and linebackers are doing a good job of holding back Plymouth's talented backs.
Looks like the Bobcats got a yard or two on that one. About a yard. There's 4 to go now. It's third down. The ball's on the 42.
Yeah. Should convert here. If they don't, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it on fourth down, especially since they're on Kingswood's side of the field.
It'd be a bold call, but I could see it. Bannon with another handoff to Malm, and Malm looks like he's going to get the first down and some more. Great run by Malm up the side.
Yeah, that's a classic Patrick Malm run right there. I mean, when you look at him, he's a huge bruising type Garrett Maycomber type back, and he can really tire the defensive line out.
Seems like Plymouth always has that type of running back in their arsenal.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just part of their style. I mean, you've seen it for the past 4 years with Maycomber, and now it looks like Patrick Malm can pick up that role this year.
Malm continuing the process. As we see the Bobcats get on the line. Have a guy out wide. Looks like Velez. Snap, handoff to Brickley. Brickley at the left side. He breaks some tackles. He's about at the first down.
Looks like they're finding their groove now. Nice run by Brickley.
It's very close to the first down. We're going to see where the ref drops that one. Looks like it's just short.
Yeah, just shy.
Tough angle for us over here. Bobcats, Cody Bannon has not made a pass yet. But why would you when you're being so successful with the run game so far, you know? Another handoff to Brickley up the left side. Brickley cutting some legs, cutting back to the right now.
Those are some good moves by Brickley to avoid some tackles. He is really an elusive player. And it's funny, I was just thinking about this. When you see him walk down the halls, he is just as aggressive as he is on the football field. And he will not be afraid to knock into you. He'll go right by.
Yep, his destination is the classroom
exactly.
in school, and he's on the field. The destination is the end zone.
Yeah, he's a very determined kid.
Here we are, Cody Banning getting set to snap this one. He's going to drop back in the pocket to throw to the right side to Velez. Velez gets his hands on it, but it's interrupted by a Knights defender.
Right there. That was a good pass by Cody Bannon, number 11. But in the back of the end zone, it looked like he had Kenny Maddox, number 87. Had some space, but still, overall, got to punch it in here. Wouldn't be surprised if they go back to the run game. Give it to Brickley.
Why not? When you're this close with inside the red zone.
Yeah.
But not a bad idea to mix it up there. The Bobcats have done a decent job at least switching up the rush to pass.
Exactly. Keep the Knights on their toes.
Exactly. A toss into the end zone deep. Just a little bit too far over Velez's head.
Yeah.
Bannon let go of that one just a tad early. Surprised to see them go back to the pass.
Yeah, that's a surprising call to me, too. A couple years ago in the championship game, Brendan Roy saw that pass to Garrett Maycomber in the end zone to basically win the state championship, and that was a great pass. But other than that, Plymouth really was majority of a running team, not just that year, but the year after that too, and this year too.
Well, we've seen a whole lot of that so far this season, and they've kept it up strong in this game so far.
Yeah, and it works, so keep on doing it.
Bannon set for the snap. The handoff to Brickley on the left side. He's making a move. Brought down around the 4 or 5 yard line. What a good run by him. Seems like he just puts his body straight into the Knights and just runs them straight down.
Exactly, and he's got speed too, but he's also got some mass, and he can really pound you too.
This is going to be fourth down. Bobcats going for it. 1 yard to go. It's a handoff, and it's up the middle. Patrick Malm for a touchdown. Straight up the middle. Patrick Malm, really nothing standing in his way. Easy touchdown for him.
I really like that call by Coach Sanborn going for it and not opting to take the field goal. You have Patrick Malm, I mean, it's like classic Seattle Seahawks. I mean, you got to run it. When you have someone like that, that's your Marshawn Lynch back there. You got to give it to him.
Great
and,
analogy.
Yeah, you got to give it to him, and he's got to bust through.
Patrick Maughan with a touchdown for himself. I'm going to be looking at the stats for a moment. I believe he scored in the St. Thomas game as well.
Yeah, I think so. Talk about another great kid on and off the field.
Fortunately, I do not have any offensive player stats, just team stats at the moment. But we will be bringing you more stats assuredly next week for player stats. There we are, though. Bobcats up 6. They're up 7. They did make that. Just a little late on the scoreboard there. 8 minutes, 14 left in this first quarter. Excuse me, that was a missed field goal. It is 6-0.
Something interesting is Pete Winkstead, you see out here, number 89, the kicker, taking Danny Carey's spot from last year, but he does not kick field goals. And Pete, a teammate of mine on the soccer team, really has a strong leg. And I think it's interesting that he's not kicking field goals, but he should work on that.
Now we see the return from the Knights. First time the ball in their hands. It's a strong run up the middle as he gets some blocks. He's moving far up the left side. Steps out around the 41.
Bobcat defense has to come up big here after giving up a return like that. Got to be able to hold Kingswood back, keep him out of field goal position, and especially out of the end zone.
That was a huge return from Cameron Mann, running back for the Knights.
It's a good way for Kingswood to get started, especially when they've been struggling lately.
Most certainly, yeah, they're up at the 38 now. I'm interested to see what kind of strategy they've brought to this game. They've got 2 out wide. There's a flag.
False start, maybe?
It's got to be.
Yep, looks like a false start on Kingswood.
Great return by them and making mental mistakes early already. Kingswood Knights, if this remains consistent, I don't know if any amount of good returns could keep them in this one.
Yeah, no, that's not what you want to see after a great return like that. False start. Maybe a little too anxious on the offensive line. Brickley out wide is the cornerback.
Knights getting a yard or two there.
It was a nice tackle by, looked like it was Camden McDonald. Couldn't see there.
Knights with 2 out to the left. Seeing for them. Straight throw. Looked like it was a throw to James Donovan.
Yeah, Brickley tight on the coverage there. Good job to put pressure on their lefty quarterback.
Matthew Drew, quarterback for the Kingswood Knights, already making his first throw. Looked like it was close. Just well defended. That's the Bobcats defense already, shadowing their men tight.
And that's what's so special about him. You can have Brickley, who's really a lockdown corner outside, made first team All-State last year, just as a junior. But also you have pass rushers such as Ken McDonald and Jackson Palumbo, who really can get to the quarterback.
Snap. There it is, an interception we see by Velez. Velez taking it up the right side. He's got some blockers. His feet just managed to touch the sideline there. Brought out around the 40, I believe. What a great interception from him, though. We were just mentioning it earlier. 3 interceptions this season already. He's going to make it 4.
Yeah, that's really huge for the Bobcat defense. And I mean, that's a key to their success so far this year. Velez really doing well back there in the secondary. But on that play, I saw Joe D'Ambruso get around the edge and put pressure on the quarterback. And that may have been what led to the interception. which is really great if you have a sophomore who can get around the edge that quickly.
D'Ambruso has really been getting past that D-line a lot, putting pressure on the quarterbacks, and right there causes a poor throw. Velez with the interception. Cody Bannon right now, handoff. It's up the left side. So we see Ian Schreider with the run, and he's going to break up the middle. A block from Brickley, who comes out of nowhere to let Schreider get into the end zone. What a hustle by Brickley to make that block.
Yeah, that was quite the block by Owen Brickley. Great job to get down there, and that really just shows what type of player he is, helping out his teammates, and I mean, he just wants to win, and not many people would have been smart enough to hustle down and make that block.
Great awareness. He was looking ahead of his runner, and to even have Ian Schreider have the awareness to kind of slow down for Brickley to get there to make that block. That was so crucial about that.
Yeah, exactly, and that's another young sophomore right there too, and Ian Schreider, who made the varsity team as a freshman last year, but still has so much more room to improve, and again, the future is just bright for this program.
Going for 2 at the moment. Handoff. It's up the right side, and he's brought down just in front of the end zone. It will not be good.
That was tough. Patrick Mom, it looked like, got wrapped up. Bobcats trying to make up for the mixed extra point conversion.
It was a gutsy call there to go for 2. 2-point conversion, not good. And earlier, the kick was not good as well. So the score now is 12-0. Bobcats up by 2 scores.
Yeah, let's see if Kingswood might be able to put another decent return on this Bobcats kick return, but you have D'Ambruso out there who's always there to make that clutch tackle, so you never know.
Well, the thing about this Bobcats team is if Coach Sanborn's seen that happen once, you better believe he's already talked to his special teams unit right now, making sure that that does not happen again.
Yeah, not only Coach Sanborn, but Mike Bounds, who has coached me before, is very adamant on do not let mistakes happen twice. You let it happen the first time, that's fine, but fix it. Fix it quick and fix it now, and especially at the varsity level in Plymouth football.
Have to agree with that there. As we see a kickoff from the Bobcats to the Knights. Knights on the return. Can't get a number there.
Looks like that's Atlee Corson, number 10.
Corson brought down at the 20. Good eye.
Yeah.
It's hard to see these numbers out here from an angle.
Just a sophomore. Looks like his helmet came off. Kingswood doesn't have that big of a team. Small bench.
Very small bench, it seems, in comparison to the Bobcats.
Yeah.
The Bobcats really brought a lot of guys out today, really kind of preparing to use them, some of the younger guys.
Exactly. Given some of those younger guys, number 28, Elijah Kelly, and number 81, Calvin Swanson, both freshmen who were brought up this first game. Very talented, nice kids.
Matthew Drew. It's a handoff to the right, actually.
So he's brought down about 11 or 12.
Still can't get a number on him as a running back.
Bobcat defense, looks like they figured stuff out. Did a good job of holding them back on the return.
The Knights set up with 2 to the left and a man behind. Matthew's going to drop back, and he sees the throw. Taken down just about in front of the first down marker, and that's going to be a first down for the Knights. A great hit by the Bobcats to take him down at the knees, though.
That's a rare missed tackle by Owen Brickley right there, but a good job of Velez to back him up and mark him down.
Ball's on the 32 here. Add to that first down. We have 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in this first quarter. Matthew Drew set to receive the snap. It's a quick handoff up the middle, and it's stuffed just about right where it started.
That interior defensive line run by Steven Shute does a nice job of making sure there aren't too many big gaps that backs can get through. And I mean, even behind him you have D'Ambruso, who's a great tackler, just as a young sophomore, but that defensive line will really be missing Steven Shute next year.
Yeah, Shrewd himself had a heck of a game last week against St. Thomas. He had an opportunity for an interception. Took it back.
Reminds me of Vince Wilfork.
Oh, excuse me, it was a fumble. Yeah, it was pretty impressive, though. Shrewd picked up that fumble, and, boy, he just took it all the way down, I believe, about 35, 40 yards himself.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
So what we've seen Matthew Drew, quarterback for the Knights, throw a couple times here so far. It seems like that's been their game plan this season. Bobcats doing everything they can to stop their run game, and they've done well so far, up the middle especially.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if they went into the air here.
They have 2 to the left. Matthew Drew dropping back with a lot of pressure on him. He's looking for somebody, and he's hit. Taken down about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's that man again, Joe D'Ambruso, right there. Really something special.
D'Ambruso with a sack on the QB.
Not the biggest guy. He's only 5'10" and 150 pounds, but he's he's only 5'5", but he certainly has some muscle.
Yeah, and he's had 2.5 sacks prior to this game. That'll be 3.5 for him.
Yeah, really been a clutch part of this defense.
Ball on the 22. Looks like there's 20 to go and 3rd down. Matthew hit again from behind, but manages. Oh no, he does go down.
It's D'Ambruso again right there.
Make it 4.5 sacks. He is eating up the quarterback today.
Yeah, he is on. Today's his day. Wonder what he ate for breakfast.
Wheaties.
Yeah, of course.
Let's be honest.
He's a quiet kid too. It's interesting. You don't see many quiet football players, but he's very humble.
That's what you like to see. Somebody with his talent being as humble as he is.
Yeah, that's what Coach Sanborn likes.
It's 4th down here with 23 to go. Ball on the 14, and they're going to go for it. It's very confusing there. Looked like it was kicked up. Not exactly sure what was going on there. It almost looked like the Knights were set up for an offensive play, maybe a pass play, but...
Yeah, that was an interesting play call by Kingswood, but it looked like it was supposed to be a punt. Did not turn out the way that they wanted it to, though.
It was blocked down, most definitely. You didn't get to see who got a finger on it, but it was blocked down, and as a result, it's almost in the red zone for the Knights.
Good starting spot for this Plymouth offense.
Cody Bannon back in the pocket. He drops back. Throws. It's a little short. Almost intercepted.
Looks like he was going for senior Nick Quayle. But yeah, good idea by Cody Bannon. Looks like he's anxious to get another touchdown pass in the books.
Devin Wade for the Knights getting up, almost getting his hands wrapped around that ball. Just couldn't get a solid grip on that one.
That would have been huge for the Knights if that was picked off, especially with a blocked punt. You're already in the red zone. Just get it back.
It was a very ambitious play from the Bobcats in terms of what we've seen so far in their season. Throwing straight off like that.
It's like the same formation. You got Quayle out wide.
It's a handoff instead, though. Looks like to Mom. Mom running down players. He charges his way up to about the 11.
It's a good run by Mom right there.
Gets the 1st down as well.
Wouldn't be surprised if you go back to him so close to the end zone.
Yeah, why not? You know, he's got 11 yards to go. He just pushed in on that one.
Looks like he's coming off the field and you're putting Trider in.
Going to mix it up between the younger players. Give them some opportunities to get out in the field. It's a toss back. Look at the Brickley, and Brickley's cutting up players' ankles. He goes left, right, left. Makes his way into the end zone. That'll be 6 for him.
Yeah, and that was a good blocking by the Bobcats, but also a good job of Brickley to weave through there and make it into the end zone. Because you can have all the blocking you want, but you still got to find your path, and he's really good at that. Looks like they'll go for 2 again.
Bobcats kind of understanding that this is going to be how the game's going to go, so taking their chances to run some 2-point conversion plays.
Yeah, trying to make it 20-0. Why not?
So we see, look like it might be a run here. And it's going to be a Cody Bannon run up the right side. I don't know if he got it.
No.
Just short. Straight snap to the QB. Cody Bannon runs up the right side, and he's stuffed at the 1 yard line. Close play.
Looks like Coach Sanborn pretty upset with Cody. Maybe he did something. Who knows? Maybe he didn't want to take it himself. But Cody, a pretty athletic kid, certainly has the ability to run in the end zone.
Fans, coverage of PRHS Homecoming Week athletic events on PBTV begins when the Bobcats boys soccer team battles the Bears from Co-Brown Northwood. The game will air this Wednesday at 6 p.m. on Channel 20 or Digital 121.2.
Yeah, please be sure to check that out. I mean, I'm on the soccer team this year, and we really have some special players. Devlin Costa.
It's been fun to watch you guys.
Yeah, really. We have Yago Gonzalez, who is an exchange student from Spain this year. Really something special to watch, and him and Devlin make a pretty nasty tandem.
Well, again, Wednesday at 6, fans, be there. That's a kick to the Knights. It's fumbled, and he's wrapped up by about 3 or 4 Bobcats players.
Like I said earlier, it looks like Mike Bounds told that return team to really, make sure that doesn't happen again, and they've pretty much kept the Knights in their own zone from besides the first one.
Score is 18-0 here in the first quarter with 2 minutes 16 seconds left.
Bobcats have yet to make a PAT or a 2-point conversion, though.
It's been tough in the special teams unit in that aspect, yes. They will get some more opportunities, though, I'm sure. Fake handoff there. Matthew Drew is hit from behind, it appears.
That Bobcats defensive line really putting pressure on Drew.
Yeah, he's having barely enough time to even get his head up and see his receivers. Great job by the Bobcats defense in this first quarter.
And that's frustrating as a quarterback. There's only so much you can do, and you need a little bit of time just for your receivers to get open and for you to get rid of the ball. But still, good job of trying to weave his way through the pocket and buy a little more time, but there's only so much he can do.
Some more options here in the formation. Matthew, he's going to run it himself, it appears, unless that was a direct snap to a running back. Didn't get a number on him. It was number 6. We actually do not have a number 6 on our list. It's unfortunate. The Knights on 3rd down have 4 to go at the 31. They have guys out wide left and right. And there's a flag. Some players clapping down there from the Bobcats side. Looks like it's going to be on the Knights.
Yeah, at first it looked like a defensive line shift to me, but maybe one of them jumped over the line. You never know. But I have seen them working on that defensive line shift over to the right a little bit at practice. So
get the angle on the players.
Yeah, exactly. Change it up. It's very advanced football, too.
To execute that all at the same time, you're right, the precision needed. Here we are. 3rd down, 9 to go. Ball on the 26 now. Tough snap. Matthew throwing out wide, and there's just too much over the top there.
Even if that was on target, it looked like Hunter Lassard would have been there to make the tackle.
Lassard was coming in hot on that one. You're right. Looked like it would have been a big hit if that one was caught by Joseph Russo, just over the head of Russo.
Yeah. Lassard, another senior on this team. Played very well.
Here we go again, the Knights. Not exactly sure if this is going to be the same formation they had last time with that kick, but it's another poor snap up high, and he's going to have to try to run with this one. And he makes a throw out wide. Just missed. Looked like that was Matthew Drew who was snapped to. No fake play there. Drew trying to make a pass out wide and just unable to hit his target. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
That is definitely not what the Knights wanted there, but a good job trying to make the most out of it in the throwdown field. You saw Kel Swanson right there in the coverage. Good job to adapt to that, as usually you're just a gunner, but
doing a great job out there is the defense. Bobcats, we knew this was going to happen already. Coming into this game, we had an idea this is how this game was going to progress. And they're showing us that we were right.
And really, the Bobcats haven't had a single drive that started in their own territory, I don't think.
That was an excellent fake there. Brickley, Brickley with a fake, really putting some effort in to run to the outside, making it look like he had it. Faked me out for a second.
Yeah, exactly. And he'll put it all in no matter what he's doing. If he has the ball or if he's not, he's going to run just as hard.
It's a gain of about 5 yards. It's going to be second down. 5 yards to go at the 21. It's going to be a timeout. Excuse me, that's going to be the second quarter, actually. Didn't realize time just ran down there. Busy looking at the play. We're in the second quarter already, though. Bobcats up 18-0. They've had themselves a game so far.
Yeah, and offense is really done well. Just need to get the extra points under control or the 2-point conversions. But other than that, really dominated this game. And the defense has really shut down the Kingswood offense. Seen Dan Brusso come up with a couple of sacks. But fans, PRHS Bobcats girls soccer team finally makes their season debut on Pemmy Baker TV when the Milford Spartans come to town. The game will air this Thursday at 4 p.m. on Channel 20, so be sure to check it out. If you can make it to the field, that's great. I'm sure the girls would love some support.
Well, certainly. We're going to be there.
They're an exciting team, too. I've watched a couple games this year.
Soccer is fun to watch, you know. It really is. It's a game that's played at such an early age for most of us. And
it is. And I was lucky enough to be able to play abroad, and it's crazy how much they base their culture around one sport, and it's almost like how we base our culture around football. But it's so big there, it's like you breathe it. And every person is meant to have a ball on their feet.
Well, certainly. That's actually what I've heard. And I don't know too many people overseas, so I can't really attest to that myself, but that's what I've heard, that the game is totally different. It's played at a much faster pace, but, you know, the American soccer, like, coming in the rec age, they're actually getting better and better.
Yeah, we're keep developing as a program.
Back to the game here. Cody Bannon with a snap. He's going to see a great throw to number 34.
It's Cale Swanson.
Cale Swanson.
What a catch by Swanson.
Odell Beckham Jr. style play there. One-handed grab up in the air right at the line of the end zone.
No kidding. Cale Swanson, good friend of mine. That was a great catch by him. Unbelievable.
Cody Bannon, it almost looked like he had him wide open, of course, but it almost looked like he overthrew him. Cale Swanson doing an excellent job getting up for that one, really turning his whole body around. And when you're in a helmet, you forget you only have
you only have so much. Yeah, you only have so much vision.
For him to make that play.
You see Tony Velez on the sideline doing the OBJ action.
There it is. He's going to be going home with a highlight reel for that one.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm sure tomorrow he'll be looking at the YouTube channel.
I wouldn't doubt it. And there it is. Patrick Mom with a handoff to the right side as they're going to actually get a 2-point conversion on this play.
There we go.
There's a first one for them. That's what you like to see. Patrick Mom really running through everybody there to the right side. It's going to make it 26-0, 11 minutes, 52 seconds in this second quarter. Bobcats dominating the Knights.
Good job. Bobcats come out hot in the second quarter and put pressure on Kingswood right away. Remind them that they have not lost any of their momentum.
Bobcats at this point could probably see a couple of younger players in there. Could really make their day. You know, it's really nice to see when you're at this point in the game, see some of the younger guys out there start making plays. It gives hope for the future of this program. And they do have a lot of young talent at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Not many seniors on this team, and a lot of them will be returning next year, and they should still be very talented. However, there are 2 freshmen on this roster. Would not be surprised if they got in the game, get them some varsity experience.
Here are the Knights on the return. Returning the ball right now, number 38, Cameron Mann. Mann taken out around the 16 to 17.
Good tackle by Hunter Lassard. Got down there quickly.
It's about a 6 or 7 yard run from him. Didn't get too far. Bobcats defense quick down the field.
Very quick.
It's crazy. Week by week, we're here each Saturday. For the most part, each week, these trees just keep getting more and more colors on them.
Yeah, fall's coming, and I was driving down the road the other day and saw the leaves turning, and it's pretty beautiful. I was in Meredith this morning. Could look out over the lake.
That's a great spot to be.
Exactly, yeah.
Giuseppe's Pizza, shout out.
Yeah.
Handoff on the right side. That was number 38. Mann, I believe. Cameron Mann, who just took that return.
Kingswood really running out of options. I mean, when they do the pass game, it really, the quarterback doesn't have much time to do anything with the ball. And that Bobcats defensive line, front seven, is really just shutting down that running game. So,
not to mention how fast the corners are. You put that ball in the air, there's a really good chance it's going to end up in the Bobcats' hands.
Yeah, exactly. With Brickley and Velez back there.
Matthew Drew with a handoff off the middle. He's blocked back down. Looks like he got about a yard or two, maybe.
Good job by that interior defensive line. Looks like Steven Shute coming off the field. But a great job by him to really shut down this running game.
It's going to be 3rd down with 7 to go, and the ball's on the 20 for the Kingswood Knights.
Like Trevin Sanborn coming in, another sophomore, son of Coach Sanborn.
There's Matthew Drew. Toss to the left side. That's going to be complete for the 1st down. It's like that's going to be Mann again. Mann with a catch.
That was a good play by Kingswood. Just not enough pressure on the Plymouth side, but had to happen at some time. They've really done a good job of shutting down all of the offense so far. So
excellent game by the Bobcats so far, but the Knights getting a pass right here. Could it be a string? Got a guy out left. Direct handoff up the middle. He's gonna get 3 yards on that play.
Some momentum here for the Kingswood Knights.
They're edging their way back.
Yeah, we got Steven Shute and Seth Sawyer coming back on, 2 seniors, so some experience.
This also gives the Bobcats offense a little time to recuperate, get themselves together for the next drive.
Yeah, get some rest. Hopefully they can repeat after that magnificent catch by Cale Swanson.
Handoff to Matthew. Matthew with an excellent throw. Just as to 21 there. Devin Wade, looks like he makes the completion. 2 yards before the 1st down.
Nice catch by Wade right there. But again, you saw Dan Brusso putting pressure on the quarterback, coming off the backside, and he's really shown that he can do some major damage at this level.
He's been forcing the throw all day here today, and that's what we'd like to see for the rest of this game. Matthew Drew running the ball up the middle himself. Looked like he got the 1st down on that play.
Driving down the field a little bit, showing that maybe they can sneak down and break this Plymouth defense apart just a little bit.
2 1st downs on this drive so far for the Knights. It seems like they have a foot in this game.
Which is good. You don't want to go into the halftime scoreless.
Give them some momentum.
3 receivers out wide.
There's a switch coming back across the middle. He's going to hand it off to him, and he's just absolutely wrapped up.
That's Dan Brusso again, putting pressure.
Dan Brusso, this is his game.
Yeah.
He's predicting these plays before they happen, and he's there. I love it.
It's those Wheaties.
It's those Wheaties. He's eating them today. Deion Brusso, though, this whole season he's done an excellent job. This game specifically, though, he's out of his mind.
Yeah, he's had 2 sacks already, a couple quarterback pressures, and right there, tackle for a loss.
Huge.
Yeah,
especially as the Knights just start to get some momentum for themselves.
Yeah, 2nd and 16 now.
See one to the right, one to the left. The Knights, the one to the left coming back across the middle. It's going to be a fake because you see Matthew Drew try to run that one, and he's taken down immediately. It's like Patrick Malm.
Yeah, Patrick Malm, Jackson Palumbo, tag team in that tackle.
Did an excellent job on that play.
Yeah, and Drew, pretty big guy. So if you need two guys to take him down, and that's what it's going to take, and that's what it's going to take.
As a quarterback, you're right. It's funny, I almost thought it was a running back a couple of times the way he's been running the ball.
Yeah, no kidding. He's got the size.
For the Knights now, it's third down. Ball on the 18. Or ball on the 33, excuse me, 18 to go. And there's a throw out wide, almost intercepted. Very close.
Yeah, it looks like it was bobbled. Tried to toe tap that. It was Hunter Lassard, but just missed it.
Lassard almost with an interception himself. He had an excellent game
Still,
against St. Thomas.
Yeah, excellent. Still, 4th and 18. It's tough for them to convert. Wouldn't be surprised to see a punt. Velez back for the return.
With as much as they're down right now, though, I don't know. Quickly trying to kick that one away. Barely getting it out. Out to about the 41. These are some of the weirdest punts I've ever seen.
Yeah, the formation's a little different. It's almost like they're running a play, and I wonder if they're trying to trick the defense on that, but it's resulting in them not having time to actually kick the ball.
Exactly, and it's really ruining the punt for them, getting Bobcats in some great field position almost every time. They had, the first time they tried that play, they ended up trying to kick it, and the next time they did the fake. They tried to get the play off. So maybe there is some mental game going on there.
I wonder if they'll change that, talk about that at halftime.
Cody Bannon with a handoff up the middle. Taken down at the 40 or 39, I believe.
Joe Cleary, number 40.
That was a sneaky handoff. I think Bannon took a couple steps forward and kind of put it into his stomach as he was running forward into the line.
Joe's another friend of mine. Good kid. Very fast, has some speed. He's a wrestler, so looks like he's back there again, getting some carries. Don't think he's gotten much action this year, so trying to get him involved.
Out wide, we see you got Nick Quayle, but it is going to be a run up the middle. He got a block there. Getting a couple extra yards. Ian Schreider. It's going to be third down.
Good job by Schreider. It looks like he might be next year's bruising back, that Garrett Maycumber type back. He's a little bigger, and he'll gain some muscle in the next year.
It seems to be the Plymouth way. They always, like we said earlier, have those big bruising backs.
Yeah.
Ball now at the 33. 1 yard to go. Cody Bannon with a handoff to Ian Schreider again as he gets the first down. Up to about the 27.
There's Schreider again. It looks like they're keeping Brickley healthy on the sideline. Don't want to risk him getting hurt for games like Hanover. Last game of the year.
You got to say he is the star running back for this team so far. He's got the most touchdowns as a running back, and just the way he plays the game is crucial. They do have to keep him healthy, you're right.
Yeah, no kidding. He is really the key to this offense. Cody calling a timeout.
Decent timeout there from Cody Bannon, trying to get an idea of what's going on here. Coach Sanborn speaking with him.
Fans, make sure to stop by and watch the PRHS volleyball team as they continue with homecoming coverage this week when they face off against the Hanover Mounters. The match will air this coming Saturday at 11:30 a.m. on Channel 20. So be sure, they're another exciting Plymouth team.
That should be a really fun game. We've only managed to do one volleyball game for BBTV this semester. This will be our second one. My girlfriend and I, Kayla Martin, will be there commentating that game. Can't wait to bring that to you guys.
Yeah, and the volleyball, really another special program that's thriving. You have junior Anya Swanson, who is really something special. Ever since her freshman year, has showed that she can really go out there and change the game a lot and really take control. And Mia Sullivan out there too, they're fun to watch. Special talent out there.
They really are. And you're right, Anya Swanson, she had a big game. The game we played, they won 3 matches really quickly, and we were in and out of there.
Yeah.
Seems like they've been doing that all season.
I think that's their goal. Last night they wanted to get a quick win so they could make it to the fair.
Cody Bannon dropping back, looking wide. It's a good throw. Oh, bobbled there by Hunter Lassard. So close.
That was a great throw by Cody. Put it right on the spot as Hunter Lassard ran seam route and just broke through the zones. But we saw him bobble the interception on the sideline, but that was a tough play. But right there, that was a good throw by Cody Bannon.
Great throw. Good execution. Play was run well. Nobody was on Hunter Lassard. Just unfortunate. Sometimes that happens. It was funny, last week, St. Thomas, there was another Hunter Lassard that played for St. Thomas as a running back.
Oh, really?
Got a little confusing.
Yeah,
as you can imagine.
Yeah.
Same name, spelled the same way. That's going to be a handoff to the right side. Run well to about the 20.
Looks like that was Nathan Borger. Another senior back. Going back to Owen Brickley, seeing how he is the star running back of this team, but even his sophomore and junior year, he was still very involved, but he was kind of shadowed by Maycumber and Farina and McGowan, but he was still just as talented as those 3 guys.
You got to have a special heart there to be as competitive as those guys to try to fight for that spot too. But, you know, he's here right now, so clearly he worked for it. Cody Bannon with a handoff to the left side. That's Brickley. He's got some space to run, but he's cut down from some Knights players at about the 16. Brickley had a lot of speed going into that one, took some stutter steps, really took away his speed.
Looks like Zach McGlone's coming in now. Senior quarterback. Oh, but they have Cody going out there too.
It should be a fun one.
Yeah, I wonder what this formation will be like.
Let's see where McGlone is.
Looks like he's lining up at the tight end position to the left side.
There it is, a handoff to the right side to Nathan Borger.
Borger out there again.
Borger, a senior, coming in at 5'8", 185 pounds, playing both running back and defensive back.
Interesting, Zach McGlone, quarterback out there playing at the tight end position. So it looks like timeout.
Is a timeout there.
Fans, PRHS football ramps up our homecoming week coverage when the Bobcats take on the Pembroke Spartans next Saturday, October 13th at 2 p.m. Live coverage starts at 1:50 p.m. right here on Pemmy Baker TV and Channel 20. Yeah, a week from today, homecoming game. Should be exciting. A lot of people will come.
It's going to be a busy, busy week for us. We're going to be covering a lot of games here at Plymouth Regional.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. It's homecoming week, so every team has a home game.
And it's going to be fun, though. I love watching the games. These fall teams have done an excellent job in their seasons. A lot of postseason potential.
A lot, yeah. Field hockey's having a great year. Football, of course.
We actually just did their game yesterday, and they actually took down the Hanover Marauders. What an excellent game that was.
Yeah, undefeated.
Undefeated.
Coming into that, yeah. That was a great win by them.
Marauders, in fact, they had 2 goals allowed all season in like 12 games, I believe it was. Plymouth puts up 3 in 1.
That's pretty crazy.
Unbelievable.
I was sitting with Olivia Eastman period before that, and she was very excited.
Hand off to Mom here to about the 12 or 13. Get a yard or 2 on that. Excuse me, though. You keep going there.
I was just saying, Olivia Eastman, I was talking to her right before the game, and they were very confident going in.
She scored the first.
Yep, and she's really
and the last, actually.
She's really the stud of that team. Only a junior, but she was very excited, and all of them were really to get the opportunity to just play them on their home field and just take them down.
It was a fantastic win to watch and an excellent one to call.
Looks like you have Colby Cross under center here.
Straight handoff back to Patrick Malm. He gets through the first guy and the second one as well. Very close to the first down. Patrick Malm doing an excellent job breaking off the first tackler.
Looks like,
I think he's got it.
yep, looks like he's got the first. Good job to break a couple tackles there. Looks like Plymouth's starting to put in younger guys.
This Bobcats team taking their time on this offensive drive. No reason really to rush here. Up 26-0.
No, it's been chewing the clock, this drive. It's been...
That's what the Bobcats are known for, really.
Yeah, they run the ball a lot and always have, so.
See now, outside wide to your left, Anthony Velez. Looks like he's double covered. Going to drop back looking for a pass. He's got so much time and space. He's going to take it in himself for the touchdown.
Good run by sophomore Colby Cross, number 85. Some new faces in there. Looks like Jeffrey Gomer playing in the backfield.
Well, that's going to make it 32-0. Let's see what they decide to do here, whether it's going to be a kick or if they're going to try to go for the two-point conversion again.
Looks like they'll go for two as Colby Cross coming back out, take control of the offense.
See, we have Patrick Malm.
In the backfield.
He's going to take the ball and run it up the right side for a touchdown. Patrick Malm can't be stopped at the moment.
No, makes it 34-0. 2 minutes to go. See if Kingswood can get on the board here.
Well, my prediction was 35-7. We're there at the half.
Yeah, and I mean, who knows? Could keep going. But right now on pace to score 68 points. Don't think they'll get there, but
Who knows?
yeah, who knows?
We got a lot of talent in these young guys.
True, very true.
We'll see. That could be a feat for the Bobcats. Almost did it again there. This Bobcats team, though, it's been fun to watch them play. They do a great job switching it up. First game, and even in the preseason, when they had a scrimmage against a D1 team, it really seemed like they were sticking heavy to that run game, and I was a little worried. But proved me wrong. They've been switching it up excellent.
Yeah, and they're really taking their time here.
That's an excellent kick down into the end zone. Going to be at the 20-yard line for a touchback.
Nice kick by Pete Wingstead. That's what they need him to do.
Yeah, you don't see him kick it too many times into the end zone.
No. I'm talking to him. He says that farthest he can usually get it in the air is 4 or 5 yard line, which is pretty good for a high schooler.
Yeah. He's a soccer player as well. He gets a lot of training on that foot, that whole leg.
And our head soccer coach, Jesse Elderkin, actually kicked for PSU football.
Yeah.
He held the record. He held the record for the longest field goal for a while, but I think it was broken a couple years ago. But he has some experience kicking.
So we see now, handoff to the left side for the Knights. Taken down there by number 34, Cale Swanson. Cale doing an excellent job chasing him down. He had a stiff arm in there. Almost looked like he got him down, Cale. But Cale able to hang on there.
Cale, another one who's really playing well lately. Had that OBJ-style catch early on in the second quarter. And
yeah, I guarantee you he won't be forgetting that one for a while.
No, I'm sure he will not. It's like a false start on Plymouth. Saw number 88 Jackson Palumbo move. And he is coming off with Jake Duquette.
It's a minute 26 left in this second quarter, right before the half. 34-0, Bobcats up. Second down and 6 at the 29. This Knights team looking to get their third or fourth first down.
It'd be huge for them to get on the board before halftime.
Dropping back is Matthew. Matthew Drew escaping About 3 or 4 Bobcats players, but as he's hit, the ball comes out of his hand and ends up in a Bobcats players. Unbelievable there. The ball turned right back over to the Bobcats at about the 24.
That is not what you wanted as the Knights. Going into halftime, it looks like they'll be down 34-0, but see if the Bobcats can punch another one in here or if they'll just chew the clock.
The way the Bobcats are playing, I guarantee they're going to put in some younger guys right now and still try to go for it.
Yeah, of course. Try to get them some varsity experience, get the future underway.
Minute 8 left in this first half.
Looks like Colby Cross and Zach McGlone going back out there.
Have a man outside left. Going to drop back, and he's going to look for Velez, who's wide open. Actually, he tosses to the middle there for Zach McGlone for a catch. He had Velez wide open on the left-hand side. I don't even think he took a look at him. He saw McGlone over the middle, made an excellent toss. McGlone bobbled it, and as he hit the ground, I think it just landed straight into his stomach.
Yeah.
Wrapped that one up. What a catch.
Another magnificent catch by a Plymouth Bobcat, and Zach McGlone, a quarterback. Interesting seeing him lining up at the tight end position, but hey.
Said, put me in, coach.
I'm ready to play.
There it is. Patrick Malm, a run up the middle. He bulldozes his way through. He reaches about the 4.
That's another guy who'll be looking at that play tomorrow. Very nice catch.
Second down, 4 to go at the 4. 27 seconds left. Another handout to Malm, who inches his way forward. I believe he's at the 1 or 2 yard line. 20 seconds left in this first half. They're going to try to line up and get another one here. They have men spread out to the right. Bobcats taking a timeout. Coach Sanborn coming out onto the field. I'm sure he's trying to make this game at least 40 points right now. Trying to get his players wrapped around one play.
Shows he really wants to punch it in here.
If you were to guess right now, what's the play call?
Oof. I would go to Malm. Either Malm or Trider up the middle.
Yep.
You're so close, you just want that big bruiser. And if you're going to throw, do a little outside hitch to Velez.
Yep.
But I wouldn't be surprised to see if Patrick Malm busts it in for another touchdown.
I could see a screen pass to, well, Brickley's not even out there, so he wouldn't get the ball. I could see a screen pass to Patrick Malm.
Yeah, that's another possibility. Throw him off a little bit, because I'm sure they're expecting Malm to bust through the line.
Exactly, and I've seen the Bobcats in a couple of these situations so far this season come away with a pass play here when it's really not their go-to.
Yeah.
Usually a run play in these situations. Now you see it, Velez, far left. In these situations, you usually see Cody Bannon or Colby Cross come out wide, but no, it's going to be a handoff right up the middle. That's going to be a touchdown for Patrick Malm. Good call, Elliot.
Yep. It's expected. Not right up the middle, but a good job to try to switch it up a little bit, bust it to the outside left. But he did a good job of breaking some tackles to get in there.
There it is, Malm with, I believe, his second touchdown of the day.
Looks like they're going to go for the PAT here just before halftime. 6 seconds left, just about.
This Bobcats team just steamrolling through this game at the moment. Score 40-0, waiting for this PAT.
Cody Bannon, the quarterback, still out there kicking.
And Bannon gets it between the uprights. It's good for 1. That'll make the score 41-0. Bobcats will just have to kick this one off to the Knights, and then we'll head into halftime. Already exceeding my expectations, though, 41-0. This Bobcats team, quite unstoppable at the moment.
Yeah, offensive side of the ball is really, really shown up to par, and they're putting in their backups now, younger players, getting them some varsity experience, which I think is what they need at this point in the year. Give your starters some rest. and get really ready for playoffs and any tougher games that you might have on the schedule. And I think that's what Coach Sanborn wants to do here today.
100% agree with that. It'd be the smart decision, obviously, to take your best players out of the game right now, keep them well and healthy. Good kickoff. The Knights are going to try to return that as they bring it back to about the 34. That's going to end it for this half. Bobcats up 41 to the Knights 0. It's been a big game so far for the Bobcats as we've seen them play their hearts out. Elliot, this has been a great first half. We're excited for the second, and we'll be back shortly after these messages. Welcome back to George C. Zulius Field as we get set for the second half of this matchup between the Plymouth Bobcats and the Kingswood Knights. Fans and viewers, on Tuesday, October 16th, Pammy Baker TV's channel will be moving from 3 and 20 to 1301 and 1302. Be sure that you have a Spectrum receiver to continue receiving all your channels, including PBTV. As Spectrum transitions to digital, Charter will ship a self-installation Spectrum receiver directly to your home at no additional cost for the rest of the year. Call 1-844-278-3409 or visit spectrum.com/digital now to receive yours today. Make sure you get those boxes, folks. You want to be watching anything. This has been a fantastic first half, though, so far in this matchup. Bobcats absolutely dominating the Knights 41-0. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot more younger guys coming in here. Elliot, what do you think?
Yeah, of course, a lot of younger guys. My eyes are on Elijah Kelly and Calvin Swanson, 2 freshmen. Wouldn't be surprised if they got in the game because they're really the future here. And if they're making varsity as freshmen, really leading the way.
It's about the 25 there as the Bobcats kick off to the Knights. The Knights they just barely got the ball and got stuffed at about the 25.
Another good return team by the Bobcats. Keep them in their own end.
They've had a really good day so far, this return team, as you said. But that first play, they did make a mistake. I believe the guy got about 30, 35 yards on the return. Coaches mentioned something, but since then, haven't seen anything.
Yeah, that's really been it. Other than that, they've done pretty well on the defensive side and offensive side of the ball, too.
Here we see a handoff to the left. Met directly about 2 yards in front of the line of scrimmage.
It looks like that was 66, Logan Hickson. Another backup getting in the game. He's a junior, though. I do see some younger guys. Nick Apriliano, number 23, out there. Joe Cleary, number 40, playing on the end. Trevin Sanborn's out there, it looks like. Number 84.
Matthew Drew, still the quarterback for the Kingswood Knights. We have some guys lining up behind him. He steps back and hands it off. It's a good run so far by the Knights as they get a first down. Great run there, breaking a couple of tacklers.
Maybe get some momentum in the second half. Looks like they're driving downfield a little bit. Just got a first down there.
It's going to be tough to come back from this deficit, but the Knights still want to put something up on the board, want to show something. They really don't want to come away from this game without putting anything on the board.
Yeah, you never want to get shut out.
Handoff to the left side. He's making his way up the middle. That's number 22, Joseph Russo.
It's a decent run. One of the better runs the Knights have had today on this Plymouth defense. Are putting in some younger guys. I see Colin Provencher's out there, just a sophomore.
Last time we saw the Knights get going on a drive, it ended in a interception. They got a little too comfortable, decided to throw the ball. Another handoff up the middle, number 30. He's taken down, but he gets the first down. That's Chance Parker for the Knights.
Finally getting some momentum, driving down the field slowly, like you said, but they're getting there. It's improvement. Trevin Sanborn limping off the field. Hopefully he's okay. Oh, he's running back out there.
Matthew Drew with a running back set behind him. He's going to hand it off to 38, though. He runs back around the right side, getting some yards there, a couple, about 4 or 5, as he gets a stiff arm down there on a Plymouth defender, able to get a couple more yards on that play.
Good job. They're mixing it up a little bit, changing sides. Wonder if they'll move into the air, try to get some passing yards in.
Plymouth has already seemed very confident for that pass rush that they got going already.
Yeah, of course. But maybe with some younger guys in, Kingswood will switch it up. We'll try to test them a little more.
Very true. So we see a handoff up the middle again. Number 30, Chance Parker.
Looks like he's about 2 yards short of the first.
Chipping away on this drive.
Yeah, slowly moving down, closer and closer to the end zone. Wouldn't be surprised to see if they punch one in here.
Definitely get some momentum back on their side. Enough to finish this game out, potentially getting a couple more.
Still in a running formation.
Handed off to the right side by number 22 there, Joseph Russo. Russo looks like he got the first down. Joseph Russo already running the ball a few times in this drive. Successful each time.
Yep, and there again, moving down. See if they can punch it in. They've already been shut out twice this year. Don't want that to happen again. 4 receivers out wide.
It's going to be a handoff up the middle, though, and that tricks the Bobcats defense. They were set up for those receivers on the end, leaving a lot of space behind their own defensive line.
Yep, and that big man found the lane and just took right off, bouncing one guy off of him, but still caused him to fall to the ground. And that was one of the bigger rushes the Knights have had today.
Definitely gets them closer to the end zone. Ball on the 27. It's first down. Another handoff. Here it is up the right side now. Getting about 7 or 8 yards on that one. Very quick across the line of scrimmage, giving him a lot of yards very quickly. Really no Bobcats defenders between him and the next chain marker.
Yeah, and that was much more efficient run. Instead of getting 2-3 yards, looks like that one's for about 6, which is what they need. You got to be more efficient as clocks are down to 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Not to mention, we do have a running clock now that the score is at 41 after 35. There's a running clock, so that'll keep this game going. So we see another handoff to the left side, only getting a couple yards, but that'll be enough for the first down. Chipping away here are the Kingswood Knights, getting up the field, wasting about 7 minutes in this second half already in this third quarter.
Yeah, and they're moving the chains, and that's really got baby steps, move the chains, and then eventually, when you get there, punch it in. And I think that they're getting real close.
They want to come away from this game with some positives to look at least. You don't ever want to go home just with a pocket full of negatives. So this will be something to talk about, at least, that they did well today.
Yeah, of course. Never want to get shut out. It's no worse feeling than that, especially in football.
One man set up wide right, couple behind. Snap, handoff to the left side now. Running straight through a Plymouth defender there was 38 for the Knights, Cameron Mann. First time seeing him run the ball on a couple of plays. He started off this drive, I believe, with a return.
Good job by sophomore Nick Apriliano. Didn't make the tackle, but did force him out of bounds where Colby Cross could then get the hit. That really pushed him out. Had the nice angle there. That's what you want to see from young sophomores.
Stepping up.
As he lines up on the outside.
Set up on the left side of the field now. A lot of space to the right, but 2 receivers on the left side of the field. For Matthew Drew. Matthew is He's going to hand it off. Try to switch back around to the right side there, the running back. He slipped himself up on the grass. Unable to get much out of that one.
Yeah, Joe Cleary was there to shut that right down. Trying to get more experience, and this might be your defense in the future. A lot of these guys, as you're losing a large, basically all of your defensive line, and Steven Shute, Camden McDonald, and Seth Sawyer.
There's a snap, handoff directly up the middle. Getting 2 yards there. Number 8, Jackson McCullough, who was actually a quarterback for the Knights. Getting an opportunity to run the ball there.
Getting some rushing yards in.
This Bobcats team bending but not breaking.
Yeah, it's 4th and 1. Maybe they can move the chains in, or maybe even punch it in here.
Ball on the 7, 1 to go. 4th down here. They're going to try to push it over the line, but getting behind him and bringing him back are the Bobcats defenders. They did an excellent job breaking through the line, actually wrapping up the quarterback from behind and pulling him back. I don't believe they got that.
No, it'll be a turnover on downs. This is Colby Cross talking to Coach Sanborn about what play they'll run next. Now it's these young guys' turn to see what they can do on the offensive side.
Saw Zach McGlone in the huddle.
Yeah, looks like he's, lining back out at the tight end position.
Kobe Cross still QB there. He takes the snap, hands it off to the right side. Getting a couple yards there and taken down heavily by the Knights defenders.
Looks like that's JT Scammon slammed onto the ground.
Scammon taking a big hit there. Junior at 135. Good run, though. As the ball is on the 11-yard line. Or, excuse me, the 16. With 2 to go.
Scammon back there again.
Fumble. He falls directly back on top of it. Close play there.
Yeah, got lucky there. But that's one thing coaches don't like to see is fumbles. But good thing he recovered it. Don't want to turn over, especially in your own end. Give Kingswood great field position.
Very close to the first down here. Need 2 to go. 3rd down. Everyone's set up right across the middle. So we see a fake play and a run up the left side. Everybody running to the right, causing a lot of confusion there. But running to the left.
Looks like that's J.C. Gomer.
It is Jeffrey Gomer, yes.
Nice run, moving the chains.
Getting the first down for his team. Doing an excellent job. Running clock still. We have 40 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. It's been going by quite fast.
Yeah, no kidding. This flew by. Still 41-0 Bobcats, though. Kingswood really chewed the clock with all the run plays they did.
And off to the left side there from Cross. Taking back a couple of yards, but they won't be giving him those.
Looks like Bobcats will let the clock run.
They're going to let this run into the 4th, it seems.
Yeah, only 8 seconds left.
When they'll get back out in the field, the ball will be on the 26 with 8 to go for a 2nd down. Bobcats up 41-0 over the Knights. This game has been Bobcats all the way in just about every sense.
Fans, coverage of PRHS Homecoming Week athletic events on PBTV begins when the girls soccer finally make their season debut on Pemmy Baker TV, with the Milford Spartans coming to town this Thursday at 4 p.m. And then right on Wednesday, the boys will be playing Co-Brown Northwood at 6 p.m. That'll be on Channel 20. 2 great matchups, 2 great teams looking to bust into the postseason and make something happen. Maybe bring home a title or 2.
Most certainly. They have the opportunity to do so.
A A lot of fall sports are really thriving at PRHS this year.
That's what I love to see. I mean, this is my first semester. I've been with PBTV as commentator, and I couldn't have come in at a better time here to do some games with Plymouth. You guys are just killing it this fall.
Yeah, we're really in our prime. A lot of athletic kids, a lot of fantastic athletes and students who really can just do some magical things on the field. And it's really fun to watch all sports. Even if you're not particularly into it, it's still fun to, just come and support the kids and watch them do some great things.
I wasn't as well versed as I am now in field hockey prior to a couple of games ago, but let me tell you what, field hockey is very fun to watch.
Very quick-paced.
It is. And the goals, too. I mean, the one that Olivia Eastman was managed to score on that stroke in the last game to win it over Hanover was just amazing. We're back on the field now, though. Bobcats trying to get a run and stuffed at the line. Taken back, it might even seem. And a flag is tossed down the field. I think there was some communication between an Edge player and a Bobcats player. Going to be seeing what's going on there from the refs.
Signaling to the bench. It's a holding?
I believe it was.
Yeah. On Kingswood, it looks like.
Going to be giving the Bobcats a couple of yards here.
Another opportunity for them to put some more points on the board, although they certainly don't need it. 41-point cushion. Colby Cross still controlling the offensive side here. Haven't seen Brickley on the field at all. Trying to keep him healthy, give him some rest.
Hand off to the left side now. Hit from the legs, very hard hit. That hit came from number 38, Cameron Mann, on the number 38 for the Bobcats, Nathan Borger. Borger getting up, no problem from that, though. Managing to get about a yard or two on the play. Ball is on the 45, 7 to go for the second down.
Borger, senior, getting some playing time in.
The handoff to the left side, almost tackled there behind the line, but manages to get by for a couple of extra yards, about 5 or 6 there, close to the first down. Wonder where they're going to mark this one.
There he is. That's the young freshman I was talking about, Elijah Kelly.
Getting that first down for his team.
That's what Coach Sanborn wants to see. Very young. He still has 3 years left. Wouldn't be surprised if next year.
That's a lot of time to progress.
It certainly is.
Maybe even see a touchdown out of him right now. That'd be fantastic, huh?
Yeah.
Be something to go home and talk about.
Certainly, as a freshman.
Hand off to the left side. Same guy there.
So Elijah Kelly getting 3 or 4 yards on the carry. Saw 28. I almost thought it was Connor McGowan.
Repping the numbers. That's Elijah Kelly right there. Ball is on the 44. Have 6 to go on the second down. 9 minutes, 40 seconds left in this game. Time ticking down. It'll be over before you know it with this time ticking down the way it is. Hand it off to the right side. Gets a couple of yards on the play. Well, it was number 32, JT Scammon. He's already ran the ball a couple of times today.
Yep. Good thing he's back out there. He'll be a big part of that running back crew next year as a senior.
Most certainly. It's going to be fun to come back and see what these teams have done in the next season as well.
Looks like you have number 86, Michael Reagan-Vassy, lining up outside. It's another sophomore.
Hand off to the left, though. Broken tackle for the first down. Looks like it's number 30 there for the Bobcats, Jeffrey Gomer.
Nathan Borger coming back in.
This Bobcat team eating the clock at the moment. This is assuredly the plan. Another man outside right. Everyone stacked up in the middle, though. Handoff to the right side for number 38, Nathan Borger.
Colby Cross really has done a good job of controlling this offense so far. Not many mistakes I've seen. But yeah, that's what you want to see. He's a sophomore, so with Cody, might not get too much playing time, but it's very important to have a solid backup.
If you can command the team the way he's doing at the moment, still getting them the first down, that's what they want to see. That's what Coach Sanborn is looking for at the moment.
Exactly.
Handoff to the left side now. He's got space to run. Gets a stiff arm in there. Almost looked like the Knights player came in with a punch, trying to get that ball out of the arms of number 38, Nathan Borger.
There you go, senior back right there. Getting a good 15-yard carry.
Moving the chains once again. Ball on the 20.
Really chewing the clock. Down to almost 7 minutes now left. Trying to make it a 47-48 game.
Here's a snap. Another handoff to the left side and eaten up behind the line of scrimmage there.
Was Elijah Kelly.
Knights defender on that one. Actually, might be the quarterback, unless it's number 6 I'm seeing. That might be the mysterious number 6 out there.
I'd love to see some more of Elijah Kelly out here. Really see what this kid can do in the open field. He looks more of the elusive type of back, and love to see him punch one in as a freshman, get some confidence on the varsity squad, and that'd be nice.
We'd love to see it. We have one out wide right for this play. Toss back to 40. He's wide right for that block out there. Was number 86, getting him a couple of extra yards. Flag tossed on the play, though.
Good run by Joe Cleary. Hasn't gotten many carries this year, but when he has, he certainly has taken advantage of it and done what he's been asked to do.
He really got a great block there, too, by, I believe it was Michael Reagan-Vassy.
And Michael Reagan-Vassy, another young kid, only a sophomore. Looks like he'll be your future wideout, though.
If he keeps getting any bigger, too, he'll be used as a tight end for that block. You know,
yeah.
Like the Patriots have been doing recently with James White up that middle.
Yeah, if he can block, they might shift him into the tight end position. But yeah, he's got some speed and some good hands.
Ball on the 29, 22 yards to go for a second down here. Bobcats looking to get some yardage back after that play.
Second 22. Long way to go, but you got 3 opportunities.
Good chance to throw the ball, maybe. Nope. Going to run that one up the middle. Cut left a little bit, and taken down was number 32 for Bobcats, JT Scammon.
Yeah, we haven't seen many throws from Colby Cross. Maybe Sam Moore will give him a chance to air it out a little bit, but so far the running game seems to be working.
I think Coach Sanborn would love to come away with a clean sheet here. Just makes the team look that much better on defense.
Exactly.
Scary good.
On paper, that really stands out if your defense can get a clean sheet.
Handoff to the left side. He faked him out very well. And that's going to be a touchdown. Almost got me on that, not quite, but that was number 44, I believe. And fortunately, we don't have a number for 44. There's no name on that one. Touchdown Bobcats. That makes it 47-0. Excellent run by him, though. Faked very well. He hid that in his pocket. Managed to cut to the left without anybody really knowing or understanding where the ball was at.
Yeah, that was a great run by 44. I'm sure whoever it is, he'll be checking that out. And that'll be used as an example of what you should do as a good run, good fake. And he took advantage, and when he got into open field, he used his speed and really got to the end zone quickly.
Here's that two-point conversion they've been looking for today, and they got it, making it 49-0. My goodness.
Nathan Borger.
This has been kind of a slow second half so far, but the Bobcats able to get a touchdown here towards the end of the fourth. It's going to give the Knights an opportunity to probably get one more last drive up the field the way they've been getting drives recently in the past, too. We've seen them very slow, moving the chains up the field.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Knights hold on to the ball for the rest of the game, unless they turn it over, but the way they're running, really chewing the clock. Fans, the PRHS Bobcats volleyball team continues our coverage of homecoming week games when the face-off against the Hanover Mariners. The match will air this coming Saturday at 11:30 on Channel 20. And again, it's a very special team, another fall sports team looking to bring home a ship.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. We know the Marauders. They've had a pretty decent season so far.
They're a tough opponent in most sports.
It's a decent kick, a little squib straight to the back as the Bobcats are really rushing this one. Bringing them down at the 25.
Good tackle by Jeffrey Gomer.
I'm sure really how that ball got all the way through everybody on the ground as it was.
Good job by Pete Wingstead. Just what Sanborn asked for. Waste a little time on the clock on the return.
With Pete, it's pretty impressive playing two sports in that one season. It can be hard, you know, especially trying to work things out.
Yeah, and every day after school I see him rushing into the locker room, put his cleats on, and he's kicking right on the field by 2:25, and then he's got soccer practice at 3:30, and he's always there on time and always doing his best. And he's a magnificent soccer player, starting striker, and has had some really clutch goals this year. So
we've seen him on the soccer field. He does put it in the work.
Yeah, it is impressive.
Fake handoff, and Matthew Drew taken back. About 7 or 8 yards on that one, eating him up there. Bobcats defense.
It's J.C. Gomer again. It's good to see pressure from other guys than D'Ambruso getting sacks. Especially Junior, who'll be returning next year for the Bobcats.
This Knights team has the ball on the 17 with 18 yards to go for a second down. You see one far out left. It's an opportunity to throw there for them. Haven't seen it in a while, though. Matthew Drew with a handoff, and completely wrapped up there by the Bobcats defense. Tommy Warden.
Ah, boy, Tommy. Shout out to him. I know he'll love that. He's quite the character. I love seeing Tommy in the halls. He's very loud, but he's a great kid. And, you know, isn't necessarily the most talented, but he is one of the most hardworking kids I know.
And that makes up for it a lot. You know, they say hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. Great quote there from Kevin Durant.
Exactly, yep. And right there, that showed it. Good job by T. Warden.
Here we are, third down, 20 to go now. Ball on the 14 for the Knights. Going to hand it off again, the right side. Shaking and baking there, Bobcats defenders. He almost got around him, but they ate him up there.
Tommy busted through the line again. Just missed the run, though. Fans, PRHS football ramps up our homecoming week coverage when the Bobcats take on the Pembroke Spartans next Saturday, October 13th at 2 p.m. That is a whiteout game, and it will be live at 1:50 p.m. On Pemmy Baker TV. And right before that, make sure to check out the soccer game against Merrimack Valley. That is, again, a whiteout game. Homecoming matchup right there, too.
Definitely got to see that one. Would love to see some support out there for the teams. That is back towards the end zone. And Matthew's going to be taken down within the end zone. That's going to be it's going to be a safety, I believe. Unless they're going to call it at the 1, which they are.
Yeah.
That was so close.
Very close. Just about as close as you can get to being a safety.
Almost just broke 50 points there, but I do believe that was the 4th down. They're going to be a turnover on downs at the 1-yard line. We're going to see most likely another touchdown for the Bobcats with 1:25 running clock here. It's going to be a timeout. I think the Knights called it there. Unbelievable turn of events there. Bobcats really pressuring the Knights, causing a lot of mistakes. And, you know, at this point in the game, when they've been pressuring you that hard, it's hard not to make a mental mistake.
Yeah, and I think To me, it looked like it was in the end zone. Generous call by the refs, but still, Bobcats had the opportunity to punch it in for 6 and maybe 7 to make it a 56-0 game. It's really been an offensive day for the Bobcats today.
Most certainly. I did not expect them to score this many points. It's true testament to their offense and what Sanborn and this team is all about. They play a good, hard game through and through. You know, not very many mistakes, not many flags at all on the Bobcats side. I think it was just one.
Yeah, 1 or 2 maybe. But before this, their season high point total was 42, and right now they've already beat that by 7, and they're on the 1-inch line right now.
Looking to tack this in here. This is almost a gimme as a young player. You know, this is one of those, I got a touchdown last week.
I would think, and I'm wondering why Elijah Kelly's not in there. I'd love to see him score as a young freshman, but looks like they'll give some of the juniors a chance.
Yeah, regardless of where that ball is, too, crossing that line feels just as great.
I've never played football, but I'm sure it's a wonderful feeling. Oh, and they're going to knee it.
Bobcats. Not sure what just happened there. Did they knee it? Took the ball back 2 yards?
Looks like they'll just...
doing the respectable thing here. Very sportsmanlike.
Yeah, it looks like they'll run the clock down and they'll walk away with a 49-0 win.
Still, this is the largest amount of points any team's put up against the Knights. So very, very sportsmanlike by the Bobcats to do what they're doing, kneeling the ball. It's exactly what you'd like to see out of a program like this. Sanborn knows what he's doing. He's been leading this team alongside Cody Bannon, Jody Ambruso, Brickley, Anthony Velez out there at corner making interceptions. He made 1 this game. It's been a fantastic game. And the players are going to walk off the field as the time runs out of this 4th quarter. This is the final. 49-0, your Bobcats taking down the Kingswood Knights. Been an excellent game. Elliot, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a wonderful one.
Thank you. Had a lot of fun. It was good to see a Bobcat win.
Yeah, most certainly.
Yeah.
Maybe, so when is your next soccer game? We'll get that out there one more time.
We play Tuesday against Co-Brown, and that should be an eventful one. We went to Co-Brown for their homecoming, and unfortunately it came away losing 4-1. But we're looking to get some revenge, so it should be exciting.
Is that Tuesday or Wednesday?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday at 6. All right, taking on Cole Brown. Check out your boys' soccer team. It's going to be a great game there. And that's going to do it for us. Please, fans, stick around, though. We're going to be going onto the field for a post-game interview with Coach Sanborn. We're going to have to hear what he says about this game. And we'll be back after a few brief messages. Hello, fans. Welcome. This is Zach Cattell alongside me, Coach Sanborn. Excellent win today over the Knights, 49-0. What did you take away from this game? What was the big point?
Well, you know, we talked to the kids all week about getting themselves ready. We had a big game last week, and sometimes with a team that you get a big game and then it's a letdown the following week. And we talked to our kids. We had a lot of rain this week, and it was a tough week of practice, but I thought the kids did a great job. You know, our starters got in there, played well. We kind of mixed up our offenses. We went with, just mixed it up. We call it 1B and 2A, and just mixed up the players. Got some second guys in with starters in different situations in key moments to try to get them some experience. That went very well, and all the while our defense was playing spectacular again. And then we got running time in the first half, which was great, and we could come out in the second half. We had our twos in, and God, I thought they played phenomenal. And we talked a lot about that. Our second group defense had played very well against Kennett. 2 goal line stands, but our second group offense had still been faltering. And today, geez, they put it together and did a great job. Nathan Borger was a beast in there. The Borge Dozer was running hard, and I thought those guys did a great job. J.C. Gomer made some great plays on both sides of the ball, so it was nice to see.
I got to agree with you. The second guys, they did an excellent job, especially in the second half. That catch by Swanson, what was your reaction?
He ran the wrong pattern. Again, I keep telling him he's going too far across the field. Great catch. I told him he made it look hard because he ran the wrong pattern, but it was a great catch. So, he did a great job, and very impressive, That's 2 catches on the season, 2 touchdowns, I believe, so it's pretty good.
Excellent. That was 4 touchdowns from the running backs. Was there a strategy there at the beginning of the game for the running backs?
Well, not really. We just wanted to pound the ball like we always do. You know what I mean? And that was our plan. You got Owen Brickley back there. Pat Mullen been playing well, and we just wanted to do that. Our plan was a little bit get some other guys some carries today. We want to build our depth. It didn't always work out perfect, but the guys did a great job. We had some opportunities with some passes. We weren't executing early. They were giving us some stuff. We just didn't take advantage. Fundamentally, we just didn't kind of execute, which is a little disappointment. But that was about the only bad mark on the day. Everything else went to plan. Doesn't always happen. So.
How will you prepare for Pembroke?
Well, I think we got to prepare just like we did today. We got to get ready. You got to get ready every week, and you got to come prepared. When you come prepared, and you execute like we did today, you can see the end result. And that's what we got to do. You can't let down against certain opponents. You got to bring your A game. You got to get mentally prepared, and you got to execute. And kids did that. We challenged them this week to get themselves ready to go. And again, I mentioned, the rain. It was a tough week of practice. We were out in the rain and stuff like that. And I thought the kids did it. They did a nice job. Really executed.
Solid execution for the day. It's a 49-0 victory over the Knights. Thanks for joining me, Coach. I appreciate it. Going to be joining the Bobcats next Saturday against Pembroke, home the 13th. That's going to be a great game.
Yeah, well, that's our homecoming game. And, of course, that's Bobcat Nation Day for us. Bobcat Nation Day is when every kid in the program suits up, and that's always a hectic day, but it's a lot of fun, so hopefully every kid can get in. A lot of excitement around the school right now. Field hockey had a huge win yesterday against Hanover, who was undefeated. That was, a lot of excitement going around here. And homecoming coming up this week, a little later than normal, which is good, so a lot of excitement. It's a fun time to be around.
It's a great time to be around Panther Nation here, or Bobcat Nation, excuse me. And that's going to wrap it us here with Coach Chris Sanborn. Excellent win, like I said earlier, 49-0 over the Knights. Thank you, and have a great afternoon, fans.